Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. So in today's video I wanted to share my personal experience with some of the new releases by E.L.F Cosmetics. Now usually E.L.F Cosmetics is also known to dupe a lot of high-end brands at a very affordable price point. And some of those new releases have definitely gone viral on the internet, and I just wanted to find out for myself, are these worth the hype or not? Also, please feel free to drop me a comment down below in case the hype got to you as well. And if you have tried out something recently by E.L.F, I would absolutely love to know what those products were and what your experience was with them. So just drop a comment down below, because you guys may know I'm always looking forward reading them. I am also going to be listing all of the products that are featured in this video in my description box. Just know I picked all of these products up with my own money. Nothing was sent to me in PR, and this video is not sponsored whatsoever. However, those links are going to be affiliate links, but they are generated through my partner over at Shop My Shelf. So thank you so much if you are shopping through my links. That means the world to me, and I definitely do appreciate that a lot. But you can also support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up in case you end up enjoying it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos as well. Alright, that's pretty much everything I wanted to have set for the intro. So I'm not going to go barefaced in today's video, but I'm gonna show you some B-roll footage of all the products included in this review. So let's kick it off with the very first one. Alright, so maybe let's start off talking about some of the primers that I've tried out recently. Now, these are not necessarily brand new releases. One of them I've already featured on my channel, so maybe let's start off with that one real quick. So this one is the E.L.F Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and it retails for $10. So I think this product came out at the end of last year, and when this was released I immediately picked this one up because you guys may know I really do like a primer that claims to, diffuse your pores and such. And I also had their old version. I think you can still get this. I don't think this is discontinued. This is just a liquid version that they have released because, as you can tell, this is solid and this is in a jar. This was just too greasy on my skin. This had like this weird, like balmy texture almost. So I was really keen on seeing how E.L.F had redeveloped their liquid version. Now, I don't really enjoy this product 100%. If you have watched my video where I applied this product, you already know that. The thing with this is it's just a little bit deceiving. Meaning when it goes on, it kind of works and it looks good, but it does not hold up throughout the day. I always feel like whenever I apply this, my pores are visible within a couple of hours again. And I also feel like sometimes, depending on the foundation that I'm using this product with, my foundation just starts looking very slippery, just very like, it kind of almost like breaks up on me. I keep on, trying it with different products, with different foundations, but every time I'm using this, I end up feeling like this is really not doing what I'm looking for in a primer, It's not giving me the results that I would like to achieve with a poreless primer, and it's also not the best pore blurring product I've ever tried. So this unfortunately is a little bit more of a fail product to me, although I really wanted to love this. At the end of the day, it just does not work out for me 100%, and I'm not really convinced by this. But the next product, oh man, this next primer, this is also not necessarily a new primer. I think this was even released after that one, but it's new to me and I've never tried it out, and for the longest time I wanted to try it out, and I'm so happy I did, because this one is actually really, really good. So this is the Power Grip Primer plus 4% niacinamide. So here is the version that I purchased. I purchased the pink version, the one that does include niacinamide, and when I put my order through, actually they gave me a little mini of the standard version. The only reason why I decided to pick this one up over this one is the fact that this is fragrance free, whereas this one does contain some perfume. That was the only reason why I decided to go with this one. I'm actually wearing this version today because I wanted to try out this version. It's the exact same thing in terms of texture. I was barely able to detect the scent with my nose. I also don't have the best nose in the world. This was so mildly scented. My gosh, you guys, this is, I think, a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. It's a gripping primer, meaning it's gonna leave a tag on your skin so that the makeup can go on, and it's almost like gluing the makeup to your skin, basically. The texture of this is, I feel like it's almost more gripping than the Milk one. This is so syrupy. This is so tacky, but it's doing such an amazing job. It just does something to the longevity of my makeup. My makeup just does not break up with this. I feel like this is perfect for my nose or for my chin, like places where the makeup tends to wear off easier. And I'm so happy that I picked this one up, and yeah, I really do enjoy it. I think this is a fun product, but it's also very effective. But all right, so let's actually move on to the brand new foundation. So this is the new Camo Hydrating CC Cream, and this one retails for $15. So when they came out with this new hydrating version, I just literally thought, why not? Let's just give it a try and see if it's good or not. Here is the hydrating version, the new product, and this is their older version, their standard Camo CC Cream. Now, there is definitely a major difference in between the two, but let's just have a look at this one first, because this is the new kind of version of it. So with the new version, it does claim to have full coverage, long-lasting, dewy finish, okay? And it does contain some tremella mushroom and some hyaluronic acid and some SPF 30. Now, the original one does say color correcting. I mean, yeah, a CC cream, CC does stand for color correcting. So this also claims to have full coverage, but it says natural finish. And this one claims to have collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. Also has an SPF of 30. This version right here does have tremella. This one does not have the tremella mushroom, which is a very hydrating ingredient. Also, this version right here does include some panthenol, and this one does not have the panthenol. However, both versions actually do include the vegan collagen, the niacinamide, and the hyaluronic acid. Another thing that I did realize is the fact that this one has all of these peptides in the formula, and this one does not have any peptides. However, this one does include more of these hydrating sort of ingredients. Now, both of them have SPF 30, but they have kind of like different filters at different percentages. Both of them have hybrid filters, meaning they have a mix of both mineral and chemical filters. But this one has like a lot more different sort of like chemical filters in here than this one. So I'm just going to show you the different filters on the screen right now so you can see for yourself the percentage and the filters that they are using. None of these are unfortunately oil-free. However, they are completely fragrance-free, which kind of surprised me because when I used the product, my nose was able to detect a little bit of a scent, but I got to say, I think it's coming from the SPF. Sometimes filters can have a little bit of a scent to them, but it's not like overwhelming. So both of them actually do come in 30 different shades. I picked them up in the exact same shade, and I'm so glad because I feel like this shade is a really okay match for me. I feel like I can pull it off. I did pick up the shade Light 205. This one right here, let's quickly talk about it. So the texture here, this is a thick, thick cream. I did apply this with a dampened sponge, but oh my gosh, this has such good coverage. It has great pigmentation. There was not a problem with blending this product out. I feel like you can see how well this was covering everything, but man, is this dewy. I mean, I don't really love that necessarily, but I'm always very like optimistic, and I always feel like maybe I can just powder this down and it's gonna work out for me. I mean, my experience with this product in a nutshell, when I powdered this down, it looked fine, but guys, after 5 hours, this started getting oily on me, and I do have some footage of me wearing this product, you know, for like 6 hours or 5 hours. And I also once wore this for 12 hours. I just did not really enjoy how this product wore on my skin. This just did not wear well. It just looked heavy on my skin. It just looked not nice on my skin. And that was the overall feeling that I've got from this product, was I did not really like the way how this was sitting on my skin. You know, this was very heavy. So texture not necessarily my favorite, finish not necessarily my favorite, and the wear time also not. The only thing I really did enjoy about this was the coverage level. I still feel like it's an okay product, but in general, I've got to be honest with you, I do prefer this. This is just so much better in terms of what works for my skin personally. This product lasted on my skin for so long. I am actually wearing this version today. And this has not broken up on me. I have not retouched this product. So the biggest difference here is definitely the wear time. I felt like with this, I could go the entire day with this product and it would not budge. And I was really surprised by that because I thought maybe this is also going to get oily because after all, this is not necessarily a matte finish. This is a natural finish and it also has a little bit more of that thicker texture. To be honest, when I apply this, it is maybe like 30% less dewy before I'm applying powder. With powder, this holds up so beautifully on my skin. If you do like something dewy, if you have dry skin, I would recommend this. If you have oilier skin and if you want something that performs super well with powder, I would say try this one out. So that was the CC cream. So let's actually move on to a newer concealer product that I did pick up. And that is the Flawless Brightening Concealer, and this retails for $6. So in the past, I did try out the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one right here, I don't like it. I really don't. This is a formula that just does not work for me. My under eye just immediately looks like a dried out plum when I set this, and it's just a creasy mess. And I think I had the normal version and I also did not like that one. So I was very hopeful. I was like, please, E.L.F., release a concealer that I actually like. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. At least on me. You may love this. If you have very like smooth under eyes, maybe you're gonna love it. First off, this packaging. This is like a click pen with like one of these, it's not even a felt tip, it's literally like bristles. It was so annoying. I had to click probably 50 times until anything came out. The way this applies underneath my eyes, oh no, I don't like it. I think this is the shade 23C, so light with cool peach undertones. All of the neutral shades just looked again so yellow, so I was like not gonna risk a neutral shade, so I just thought, let's just try the cool peach undertone shade. This immediately creased on me. This is also such a thin texture. I had to apply so much underneath my eyes and I kept on blending it out and blending it out. And I even tried to, let this sit for a while. Did not do anything for me. And once I applied powder to this concealer, oh my gosh, my under eyes looked terrible. They did not look good. So I'm just not a fan of the concealers by E.L.F. Maybe you love them. In that case, that's fine. We can agree to disagree on these products, but yeah, for me, this was just a hard pass. Another product that I quickly wanted to mention, this is not new or viral or anything. I just wanted to have mentioned it because I'm wearing this today. And this is also like new to me, although this is such an old release. That is their setting powder. And I picked up the high definition powder for $6. I think this is really, really good. It's not necessarily my all-time favorite setting powder for underneath my eyes, but for all over the face. I think it does an amazing job in oil control and also in blurring. I think it's really, really good. Does not give me a white cast or anything, so I was pleasantly surprised by this product. But let's actually move on to the next product, and I know this is also not new, so I'm just gonna quickly go over it. So I actually have featured this product many, many times on my channel already. So this is the Halo Glow Contour Beauty Wand, and this retails for $9. I also do have an entire video on my cream contour collection where I was comparing all of my contour products that are either a cream or a liquid. I also have the putty bronzer in the shade something called Shady. In that video, if you're interested, I'm going to link it up here. So I do have the lightest shade, Fair Light. I'm also wearing this one today. The first thing that I do want to say about this product is, and I think I also said that in that review, I hate this packaging. With this sponge applicator on top, it's so messy. Just look at how messy mine is looking. It's just not hygienic. Let me just tell you that. This type of like delivery system, it's disgusting. This is just leaking everywhere and it's just so hard to control. Very pigmented. I really like the formula. This always worked on top of any powder I've used this and combined this with in the past. I like this product. I just don't like the packaging. But all right, so let's actually move on to one of the newer really overhyped releases. So this is the Camo Liquid Blush, and this retails for $7. With this one, the packaging is actually really lovely. So they actually came out with 8 different shades. This was the only shade that sparked my interest. This is the shade Suave Mauve. This was actually really easy to apply. This was easy to blend out with the technique that I'm doing. This is the correct amount of pigmentation. This is what I like in a blush, in a liquid blush. It blends out beautifully, does not dry down too quickly, so you have enough time to build this one up, but it's going to dry down at some point. Now this also has a little bit of some radiance to it. I don't want to say like it's a glowy sort of blush. It's more of like a natural finish to it. It's not too watery, it's not too thick. I think the consistency is spot on. I was also really surprised that this product was quite long lasting. This was still visible on my cheeks at the end of my day. So in that sense, this is a good product. I would definitely recommend it. If you can find a shade that you enjoy, try it out. Because I feel like for this price point, this is definitely an incredible formula. It's really good. And yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying this one. Now, they recently also have released new powder bronzes and new powder blushes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna commit to picking up any of those. So unless there is something very revolutionary about any of the shades, I might be passing on those. But yeah, that was everything for the complexion. So let's actually move on to some new eye products. And I have 2 new products for the eye category. However, I don't have any like eyeshadow products, okay? But I've got an eyebrow product and a mascara. And this is the Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil, and this retails for $4. I am going through eyebrow pencils so quickly, and that's something that I'm using every single day. And usually my eyebrow pencils kind of range from like $18 to $25. So I was very hopeful. I really wanted this to work for me. So the product also comes in 6 different shades. I did pick up the shade Neutral Brown. It's right here. I like the pencil packaging. I have nothing to critique about this. The spoolie is also kind of fine. It's not the scratchiest one in the world. So the shape of this is like a little bit bigger, and it has like more of an oval shape to it. I'm not mad at the shape, but if you have very thin eyebrows, you may not appreciate this that much. When I tried out the product the very first time around, I actually really enjoyed it. I thought, oh my gosh, this has great pigmentation. This actually sticks to my eyebrows. I actually really liked it. And then I used it the second time around, and my experience was completely different. I honestly felt like I was using a different product the second time around. This almost felt like I was applying a pencil combined with a brow gel at the same time. The texture was so off. I mean, my brows looked so strange when I put this on the second time. Like, I felt like there were clumps in my brows. It also looked like I applied like some gel in my brows, and it just looked completely bad. I really did not enjoy my brows that day. So maybe one day, if I'm not gonna go anywhere, if I'm not filming, maybe I'm gonna give it another try. But as of right now, this did not work well for me. So another thing that I've tried out by them that is also a new release is a mascara, and this is a new tubing formula. So this is the Lash Extender Mascara, and this one retails for $7. So this actually does come in 3 different shades. There is a shade called Pitch Black, a brown shade, and I do have the shade Soft Black. Now I'm actually wearing this one today, so I'm just going to show you the brush on this, because this is actually exactly the brush that I like. This is a silicone sort of bristle brush, and it's also the shade that usually works for me. So I was very much keen on trying this out. I've never tried out the mascara by E.L.F, never. So this was the first time for me. And yeah, I mean, it's called Lash Extender, so you would assume that it's a lengthening mascara. I had to really blink into the mascara to lift it. I really had to, while I was applying, I had to blink with my eyes, and then I got an effect from it. If I would have not blinked, it would have looked very flat. It's not necessarily a clumpy mascara, but it can ball up a little bit on the tip. But if you brush and comb through the brows again, it's fine. Just keep in mind this is a tubing mascara, so it's going to coat your lashes a little bit different than your normal sort of mascaras do. And it's quite like an immediate effect. Like it's going to coat your lash immediately, so it's not the most buildable formula in the world. If you do overbuild a tubing mascara, it can get very clumpy, stick together, glue your lashes together, everything that I don't like. Now, this was definitely not the worst, but it's also not the best. This is a little bit of a drier formula in general, but it did not like flake. It did not give me the black snowflakes. It did not smudge. In that sense, it's a good formula because it's not necessarily something that you can't rely on. However, because it's a tubing mascara, I did assume that it was quite easy to, rinse it off with water. Usually what you have to do is to wet your fingertips and then gently rub your lash in between the fingers. And then it's usually coming off in strings. It's quite the experience. I kind of enjoy removing a tubing mascara. This required some hot water. I did not realize, but the first time I tried to remove it, it did not come off. Which was a little bit more inconvenient, to be honest. Like, I feel like you really need that hot water for it to do the tubing removal. I still had to use a cleansing milk just to make sure that everything was properly off. I just did not trust the removal process 100% with this. I mean, it's okay for the price point, it's all right. It's not the worst, it's not the best. In general, it's a little bit of a drier tubing mascara, but yeah, otherwise it's fine. All right, but those were the two products that I've tried out for the eyes, so let's actually move on to the lip category. So I did actually pick up two of these real overhyped products by E.L.F. So maybe let's start off with the lip oil first. So this is the Glow Reviver lip oil, and this retails for $8. So this product does come in 7 different shades. I've got this in the shade Honey Talks, which is like this brownie sort of shade. Now, I actually do enjoy this product. It's really pretty. The only thing that I don't like 100% is the fact that this has such sheer pigmentation. I really wish that this shade would show up a little bit more on my lips. This is almost like a clear sort of lip oil product. However, this is like a really cushiony formula. It's not like a slippery, thin formula. It's really more like a jelly kind of product on your lips. I really like it because it does nourish my lips pretty well. Yeah, but the pigmentation here is such a shame because this could have been such a beautiful color, like right up my alley. But yeah, it's not showing up whatsoever. I'm definitely going to use this lip oil, to have something to prep my lips with, but I don't think I'm going to use this as a standalone color product. I don't think I'm going to apply this if I want to do a colorful lip. If it would have had a little bit more pigmentation, I would have definitely used this like a gloss. So this was the very first product that I picked up, and then I also picked up these other viral products. So this is the Pout Cloud Lip Plumping Pan, and one of them retails for $8. So I did pick up the shade Toasted, which is described as a neutral beige. Honestly, this is not a neutral beige. This is more of like warm brown, maybe. I mean, this is the one that I'm wearing right now. I feel like Toasted is a better description than the shade description. I also picked up the shade Bust the Mauve. This is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. I'm going to show you some B-roll footage of me applying this alongside with the lip liner that I got, because I got that one also in the shade Mauve. Now, these also do come in 6 more shades, so 8 shades in total. Now, of course, the packaging is not necessarily my favorite one. Don't go and click this all up because you can't twist it down anymore. So that is the only downside, but this formula is so nice. This is a minty, plumping, sort of like lip gloss hybrid thing. I really like the formula. I think these are cushiony, these are so nourishing. I like the mintiness. When you apply this, this is not immediately going to hit you. It kind of takes like 15 seconds, because when I did the first swipe, I did not notice the plumping effect. And then after a couple of seconds, I was like, whoa, okay, now I can feel the mintiness. It is a very refreshing mint. This is not an aggressive mint. It's not like a strong mint or anything. It's very nice on the lips. I really do enjoy it. I really like the texture of these. These feel cushiony, jelly. I think this is an amazing product. I really do love both of them. I love the shades. I love how long-lasting they are. I like the plumping effect. This is a product that I would definitely recommend. So yeah, you guys, this was the review on most of these new releases by E.L.F. I mean, I mixed in some of the older releases, but I thought, why not take the opportunity to just put them all together in one video? So I would be really curious to know, have you tried out any of the products? And if so, what was your experience? Do drop me a comment down below. I am really, really intrigued to know. And if you found the video helpful or if you just enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and also ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. And until next time, please do take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.